Christ, our priest king. Today's reading is Psalm 110. Yahweh says to my Lord, "Set at my right hand, until I make your enemies your footstool." Yahweh sends forth from Zion your mighty scepter. Rule in the midst of your enemies. Your people will offer themselves freely on the day of your power, in holy garments. From the womb of your morning, the dew of your youth will be yours. And Yahweh has sworn and will not change his mind. You are a priest forever, after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord is at your right hand, and he will shatter kings on the day of his wrath. He will execute judgment among the nations, filling them with corpses. He will shatter chiefs over the wide earth. He will drink from the brook by the way. Therefore, he will lift up his head. What we see in Psalm 110 is the union between kingship and priesthood, between the one who governs and the one who mediates, between the one who has the power to put his enemies underneath him as a footstool, and also the one who is an eternal priest under the order of Melchizedek. We found one who has finally been able to bind, to bond, to connect, to magnetize into one the throne and the altar, and one who rules it perfectly, eternally. His priesthood, his kingship, did not begin in the same way that they don't end. It wasn't dependent on a throne in a certain geographic region. It wasn't dependent on the voice of the people. It wasn't dependent on having a good boundary in a secure country. It was eternal. It was before creation, before the earth was formed. His kingship existed. And for the priesthood, it's the same thing. It's not bound by temples or sacrifices or holy days. His priestship, his role as our mediator did not begin, and it doesn't end, just like his kingship. And yet they're both bound and focused and set into effect for us as humans, as his people. He still holds us in his strong hands as a ruler and in his merciful hands as a priest. And he offers himself to all of us in this. We see he's offered himself as our priest, as our intermediary between us and Yahweh. And he also serves as the sacrifice for that as well. He mediates this, by the way, without ceasing to rule. This is a firm distinction in previous covenant. There are priests and there are kings, and there's no crossover between them. Those who are meant to govern, to dominate, to attack, protect, should not be the same person who stands for judging and interpretation and mediating between God and man. And those lines between them are there for a reason, yet we find one who is coming, one who has come in our past, but for these folks, they're looking forward to this idea of a priest who's after the order of Melchizedek, one who was before and greater than even Abraham. And he is able to bring us before God. You see these judgments for those who do not bow the knee to him, shattering kings of the earth. He's going to execute judgment on the nations, filling with corpses. He's going to shatter heads all over the earth. And yet along that, he drinks from the brook and lift up his head. In the same way, he lifts up his hands on the cross in victory, acting as our mediator between both God and man. In the absolute opposite way that we would see it, the function is still there. lifting hands in praise, lifting hands and crying out to God the Father, wearing a mock crown of thorns. We see the way now that God sees it. That this enacting or establishment or this outflowing of the kingdom in a way that humanity gets it, that we get to get the king and the priest who does not fail, who rules and governs and mediates and leads and provides for us perfectly in this function. We see it on the cross. So he's able to bring us near kingship without being fearful of the king. He's able to bring us before a priest without becoming overtly needy of a sacrificial system, because he has ruled it, he has established it, he sets it free in one person. He's able to connect every bit of them and do it perfectly. In Christ, his power is gentle, his hands are gentle, and his mercy is sovereign and deliberate. Our King has not had to put aside any priestly garments, and he's also, as a priest, sitting on a throne to rule, to mediate, to provide life. Christ, our priest king. God bless you.